JPEG Mafia is an amazing artist. It's hard to tell what type of genre he associates himself with because his music is so experimental yet beautiful. He makes some of the sexiest beats ever and the type of beats only he can rap to. But how has he come to this stage? When did it all begin for him? In this video, I will tell you how JPEG Mafia became so famous. JPEG Mafia, aka Barrington Devon Hendrix, was born in Brooklyn, New York, and he didn't have an easy start. His journey to becoming a recognized name in the rap world is a story of resilience, determination, and relentless self-expression. From a young age, he moved around a lot, experimenting different parts of the world. This constant change of environment played a big role in shaping his unique perspective, which would later become a central theme in his music. Barrington's early years were challenging. He grew up in a low-income household, surrounded by the harsh realities of life that many kids in similar situations faced. Music was always a part of his life, but it wasn't until he was older that he began to see it as a possible way out. Before that, he enlisted in the army, serving in the US Air Force. His time in the military took him to Iraq, an experience that would leave a lasting impact on him. The things he saw and experienced during his service gave him a lot of time to think about and what would later influence the raw, often politically charged content of his music. After leaving the military, Barrington moved to Baltimore. It was here that he started making music seriously. Baltimore has this rich history of music and culture, and this provided a fertile ground for his artistic development. JPEG Mafia, or Peggy as his fans sometimes call him, began to carve out a space for himself in the local music scene. He started performing at small venues, often to crowds that have never heard him before. These early performances were raw and unfiltered, much like his music. He didn't shy away from controversial topics or proactive lyrics, which set him apart from many of his peers. His first few projects, including Communist Slow Jams and Dark Skin Manson, were self-released and largely flew under the radar, but they were important stepping stones. These projects were rough around the edges, but they showed his potential. They were a mix of aggressive beats, sharp lyrics, and a DIY aesthetic that would become essential to his style. He wasn't just rapping, he was expressing his anger, frustration, and disillusionment with the world around him. His music was a reflection of his life experiences. From growing up in tough neighborhoods to serving in a war-torn country, the turning point in JPEG Mafia's career came with the release of his 2018 album Veteran. This album was a critical and commercial breakthrough. It was unlike anything else in the rap world. The beats were chaotic, the lyrics were abrasive, and the overall sound was experimental, yet it all came together in a way that resonated with listeners. Veteran wasn't just an album, it was a statement. It was JPEG Mafia telling the world that he wasn't going to play by the rules. He was going to make the music that he wanted to make, and if people didn't like it, that was their problem. Veteran gathered widespread attention and praise. Music critics and fans alike were drawn to its originality and the way it pushed the boundaries of what rap could be. Tracks like Baby I'm Bleeding and 153 Calvert became anthems for those who felt like outsiders in the mainstream music scene. JPEG Mafia was no longer just an underground artist, he was a rising star. Following the success of Veteran, JPEG Mafia continued to push the envelope with his music. In 2019, he released All My Heroes Are Cornballs, an album that further solidified his place in the rap world. This album was even more experimental than Veteran, blending elements of punk, noise, and electronic music with his signature rap style. JPEG Mafia wasn't interested in being a typical rap star. He wanted to be something different, something authentic. His rise to fame wasn't without its challenges. The music industry can be unforgiving, especially for artists who refuse to conform to its norms. JPEG Mafia faced his fair share of setbacks and criticisms, but he never let them stop him. If anything, they fueled his drive to succeed on his own terms. He continued to do tours, often performing at small venues and packed venues where the energy was electric. His live shows became known for their intensity and unpredictability, much like his music. Despite his growing success, JPEG Mafia has remained true to his roots. He continues to produce his own music, maintaining the DIY ethic that has been a key part of his identity from the beginning. He has also been vocal about the issues he cares about, using his platform to speak out on topics like racism, mental health, and the struggles of being an independent artist in a heavily commercialized industry. His music isn't just entertainment, it's a form of protest, a way to challenge today's society. JPEG Mafia's journey from obscurity to fame is a testament to the power of authenticity in a world that often rewards regular standards. He didn't follow a traditional path to success, and he didn't compromise his vision to fit into a mold. Instead, he carved out his own lane, creating a sound and a persona that are entirely his own. His rise in the rap world serves as inspiration to other artists who may feel that they don't fit into the mainstream. Today, JPEG Mafia is not just a rapper, he's an icon, a distributor in the music industry who has proven that there is no right way to achieve success. His story is a reminder that sometimes the best way to stand out is to be unapologetically yourself. no matter how different or unconventional that might be. As he continues to evolve as an artist, one thing is clear: JPEG Mafia isn't going anywhere. He's here to stay, and he's going to keep shaking things up for as long as he can. So thank you all so much for watching. Comment down below your favourite JPEG Mafia album, and it's going to be all from me, so have a good day.